Hi all, and welcome to the video. In this one, it's Let's Build a Toon Series 11, number 22? Well, it's been a little while since I've made one of these, really, and this is where we're at with the new adventurer. I was about to call him the little adventurer, but he hardly is the little adventurer anymore. No, he is now, in fact, level 220 AI 30, and has quite a lot of his research done. In fact, we're down to the last 3. Obviously, I've done Apotheosis, because Apotheosis. Yeah, he's come on. He's got full set of beaters, full set of combined sharpshooter. I quite like it on him. I could do with a better back item. He's got his rings and everything done, most of the quest, so it is literally grinding for gear. He has some pretty nice pistols now. He does have the Twitch pistol, which you make from the Reflex pistol, which drops from the prisoners, and then you apply a crude upgrade to that. He also has a 160 Joe Personal Explorer pistol, which has a pretty decent full auto, but obviously the BBI 1000 is the way to go, but that's a nightmare to farm because it means killing Eumenides. So what's going to be next for this guy? Well, there's quite a bit to get done yet. As I say, he's got to finish his research, farm a bunch of intelligent symbionts in order to complete all of his alphas, etc., which, you know, is quite doable. And that's kind of it for the now. He feels like he's a little behind my other adv, my old original main, who is the namesake of the channel, Kalos 2. So yeah, it's one of those, really. And once again, it's dark while I'm recording a video. Now, the first thing I'm going to drop off is a Doji chip. I know some of you are probably going, oh my god, you should put that in a level 10. Yep, the data's flying. But I just want to get this one done. That level 10 doesn't give me an awful lot, so I'm more interested in these that add to the nano skills, so I can walk around without doing everything else. This toon probably leveled the fastest of any of the toons I have leveled, and I think mostly because of the luxurious armor. Every time he killed something, he was getting almost 200% XP all told, or an additional 100%. So every kill was worth a lot more. We did all the quests as well, which certainly helps, like Sheol and all the rest of it, and used him mostly on the live streams, which I've come to really quite enjoy now. It's so much easier to respond to questions when they're visibly right in front of you. Yes, it is. After this guy, there remains only one other Let's Build a Toon to make, and that would be Enforcer, and then I have done all the classes, all 12. We've actually covered. Unbelievably. Can't quite believe that we have. But there you are. We did. Any fixes around? I'll log my own. We've got the Scooplet Outbreak Daily, so I'm going to log my little Froob fixer. I never did do a paid fixer playthrough, but I already have a really nice paid fixer anyway. Now, you may have seen on the other streams, etc., even if you've not watched them, you may have looked at the thumbnails. Yeah, I've now gone full-on streamer setup. I've got the acoustic tiles behind me. They were surprisingly effective. They're not even like the really good stuff, like Oral Flex or something like that. But Oral Flex costs an absolute fortune. It is really, really good, don't get me wrong. It probably is worth its money, but there was no way I could do it. I'd be buying a tile every month in order to do this room. Whereas the cheaper stuff won't do as good a job. but it will help. And also I could buy, one wall's worth in one go. My God, it's dark. There you go. For the benefit of you all, I'll turn it up. That's the thing, when I get the opportunity to record it, I only get the opportunity if I get it at the beginning of the day, then I was trying to explain to someone what's involved with making one of these videos. So I'll play and record for maybe 2 hours, then I have to import all the video. That takes time. Once that's done, then the video editing can take 3 or 4 hours. Then rendering takes an additional hour at least, and then it's got to be uploaded, which can take about an hour, and then YouTube can take up to 48 hours to process the video once it's 1440p. So, producing content is much harder on YouTube than it is on somewhere like Twitch, where you hit stream and off you go. Quite literally, you're sort of up and running immediately, and then the footage you can export directly from Twitch to YouTube without any intervening downloading it and uploading. Right, let's get ourselves some scooplets. Yeah, so for the Enforcer build, I was thinking of maybe going Solitus. And seeing as the meta seems to be two-hand blunt at endgame, I might go that route. I don't know. A little early maybe to be making those decisions. I'll have a much better feel for it once I get started. Plus, I've got some nice one-hand blunt stuff. I've got some Mortigs and things like that. God, this is so much easier to do this mission on, on a ranged character than it is on melee, where the scootlets decide they're going to run away from you, so you end up chasing over half the bloody map just to catch them. Aha. Sometimes it goes quicker than others. Yeah, the only downside of the Joe pistol is it only has a 10 bullet clip, so you can never hit for more than 10 bullets. Whereas the BBI has a 30 bullet clip, and therefore you can hit for the game's internal cap, which is 15, and get a lot more damage. Just the way it is, folks. Plus, you're not reloading all the time, which also affects your damage output overall. And we're done here already. Fantastic. Okay, let's return A. We've got a prisoner mission to do. Now, it is Dio this week, so quite probably tonight, my time, which will be a Wednesday. You might not even see this video until a Thursday. There will be probably a Dio stream if we can get the people along that want to do Dio, which will be good. Also, since Windows has updated and so has Adobe Premiere, editing the video has become more and more slow and clunky, and I wish I could take the entire system back to 2015. I was recording at 1440p, but the older version of Premiere seemed to do a much better job. It took a lot longer to render, but it was much easier to edit, so I guess that's a trade-off. Trying to scan through the video footage is, oh god, yeah, it's painful. Whereas it never used to be. And I've not changed any of the settings. I've been away from, I've made, saved the settings I'm using, tried all the recommended settings, didn't help at all. Went back to the settings I used to use, which I arrived at by trial and error, and still exactly the same, so yeah, not having tons of fun with that. It could be the high bitrate I record at, I don't know. So this will be quite a short little episode, kind of a wrapping up. What's it like to go and revisit Adventurer? Well, it hasn't rekindled my love for Adventurer that I had previously, because since 18.7, which we had in 2015, this isn't anything new, so to speak. Yeah, Advi has been somewhat lackluster. During that sort of rebalance, inverted commas, Advi's received several, well, it's like this. There were several ideas for fixing Advi, and instead of picking one, or a combination of one or two, they just decided to apply all of them. They made the healing weaker, they made the damage weaker, they made the resistances weaker. And 99% of those suggestions were all based on how difficult it was to kill an Advi in PvP. You know, when far more than 50% of the game is not PvP. It's unfortunate. Some games make a separation in skill sets between PvP and PvM. Obviously, older games don't, and Anarchy Online is one of the oldest games. I think it's the third ever MMO. Before that was EverQuest, before the one before that, was it Asheron's Call? Or it was something like that, that was before EverQuest anyway. By the time you get to sort of WoW and SOTOR, which is more or less a WoW clone, you have different stats for PvP than you have for PvM. So yeah, anyway, so yeah, it'd be nice to visit. Not sure I'd want to live here again though, as you know, having no other character to play. And people do say, well, what's your favourite character then? Or your favourite class? I don't think I have a favourite, is the honest answer. Let's have a look. Box. Or someone was beacon warped because everyone stood right on top of each other. And you got a bunch of people over here not doing a lot. So I don't know. However, yes, we've got some time to kill then. Oh well, what have we got now? 28 minutes, did it say? 26 minutes. So I've got nearly 10 minutes of standing around waiting for a respawn. Which is okay. It's okay. And we're back. It's only been a few minutes. I went off, made a cup of tea. Which is, you know, kind of thing you do when you're hanging around waiting for stuff. So now, let's get some buffing done. And very nicely, seem to have picked up a team here. Turn back into a large cat. Yeah, remains a prisoner, still 5 minutes or so to go. I don't think he had any decent loot on him, I don't know. Nothing I'd want on there. An almost identical loot left on that one. Someone not needing the purple. Yeah, once we've done this prisoner, hand in the dailies, then we can do Freelancers Inc., which is just a quick hand in. I still, despite doing it every time it's available, for some reason still do not have the broken machine. Need to keep these t00n stims and stuff for my keeper, because they're the only, I think they're the only toon I've got that would use ones that high, because they have the spare IP in order to do it. Not that they do it often. Yeah, is there anything else I haven't covered? Oh, on this toon I've not replaced this with what I usually get, which is the nano HUD. Simply because people are just asking too much for them. I have the credits to buy them at the price they're asking. I just don't think the price is reasonable. So, there you go. Yeah, the other reason I'm thinking of, or one of the reasons I'm thinking of going Solitus on the inevitable Enforcer Let's Build is I already have an Atrox one, or Atrox. And I'm kind of like, well, you know, what would be different kind of thing. Obviously, a little less health, certainly. Wouldn't have that big, you know, 60k HP meat shield. But at the same time, it could still be quite good. A little easier on nano skills. Not sure if I want to make another Atrox one. We maybe have a vote on that. You'd have a better nano pool, I know that much. Okay, we now have round about 1 minute to go. It's kind of creepy when people put one toon inside the other. I know it's a thing. It kind of looks a little freaky. How are we doing? 15 minutes, so any second now for our favourite prisoner that we see an awful lot of. As you've probably noticed, we kill this one quite a bit. Yes, we do. Yeah, I bought some new equipment as well. Like I've got a decent boom arm now, the proper Rode PS1. as well as the foam filter for the end of the microphone. And all of them really do help. That combined with the acoustic tiles is just awesome. I mean, it makes broadcasting a lot easier, and I'm quite sure it also makes editing a lot easier. Because now and again I would pop the mic, or I would breathe on the end of it and it would make a racket and not even realise. But now I don't have those problems. Also, trying to reposition a microphone that's on a standard boom arm is a complete nightmare. Like you get yourself comfortable in your chair and you want to reposition it. You've got to loosen bolts and such on the stand in order to get it where you would like it, which means you physically moved your position in order to change it. So you move it to where you're guessing it should be, and then when you go, and move back into your chair, you're no longer comfortable and the mic is probably not in the right position as well. So, having this makes you feel like an astronaut. You quite literally, wherever you let go of it, it just stays there. Really is quite awesome. I know there are others on the market, but some of those cheap $20 things I've seen on Amazon, looking closely at them, essentially they're a repurposed desk lamp arm, which was never intended for that kind of usage where you have, in a lot of cases, the best part of a kilo on the other end of it. No, this is purpose-built for microphones like this, and you can tell when you're using it because it works flawlessly. So yeah, yes, it's more dollars, but oh my god, is it worth it. Right, we need to talk to Warden Staines. Or Is Staines. We've never quite established that. We've had various discussions in on the Twitch chat, and yeah, never quite got to the bottom. Oh, let's return to form. Which, no, you cannot cast while in parrot, which is a shame. Warden Staines, come on. Wakey, wakey, man. Asleep on duty. Corporal offence, that. Right, green. Arbitrary. When you know a word, but it's been so long since you've used it, you've forgotten how to say it. I'm just at random picking that one. Anyway, let's get these handed in and see where we are on research. Obviously, the hitting AI-30 is largely thanks to Anarchy and the rest of the ARC team by the name of Space Quest, who is doing alien events pretty much every Saturday, which is awesome sauce. Hey, talk to me. There we go. Can I have my reward now? And we get more because we're now on Safari Guide 7. Why are we doing Safari Guide? Well, I'll show you. Wilderness survival is pretty much entirely melee, and we're ranged. This one, however, does have one melee buff in there, but then agility, Matamet, Sense Imp, and finally more agility. So quite a nice one to get. I will finish all of them, but not in a great, hurry. I'll just do the dailies. Right, one more thing to hand in before we end, and that is, of course, the Freelancers Inc. Yeah, I did one stream where I just said, oh, we'll quickly do dailies, and then I got the Freelancers token to redo all the dailies. So we did. Which I'm quite glad I caught on stream, because quite a few people don't believe it ever happens. It's like, but it does, though. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think probably go quite a bit slower with the Enforcer one. I don't know. You got to remember, we only created this guy June 20th, so he's gone incredibly fast. No freelancers tokens for you. Right, and if possible, I'll get DO done at the end of the day, which is more research than a normal daily, actually. Plus, the chance of winning a decent piece of armour. It's a chance. You watch, I'll get another nitrogen, or I just know it. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching the video. I will be live later at some point. Check out the schedule on the Twitch stream, even if you're not much of a fan of Twitch. It'd be nice to see you there. And I'll just say bye for now.